Camacho going against the Latin American lightweight champ, Rafael Williams. And earlier, Ferdy talked with both fighters.
Wait. Macho, today you face Rafael Williams. He's got a 6-inch reach advantage. He's taller than you are. He's very fast, and he's a natural lightweight.
Yeah, but Montez was also a natural lightweight and taller, and had good reach and good punching power. Also, Cueto Perez, Louis Lloyd, Marvin Paul. These all been undefeated fighters, better fighters than the fighter that I'm going to fight, taking nothing away from him. This is more like a tune-up to get myself back into the picture.
That brings me to a point. This guy's got nothing to lose. You consider him a tune-up. He considers that he can beat you, and he's going to come in, and on top of it, you've steamed him up.
Well, on top of that, that's the way I want to see, because he thinks Brambo is such a great fighter since Brambo beat him. You see, with all my respect from me to Brambo, I don't think much of Brambo because he's nothing the kind of quality that I am. But he really thinks that Brambo is something great. He never seen me fight, never seen a tape, and I asked him. And I trained like, hey, they're not used to that. And, I got more intimidated, but when I come in the ring and do my little flurries and everybody's going crazy, you'd be surprised when he comes out.
Well, there's no question there's two charismatic characters in boxing. You and Boom Boom Mancini, you got to meet down the line. Yeah,
that's my big super fight. See, I want to be a 3-time champion. I already captured the 130. Mancini gave my second championship. And down the road, later on, just my last year in boxing, go after my third title. If not, after Mancini, I could retire.
Rafael Macho Camacho has said that you're not quite the quality fighter that he should have in there with him. He's not going to waste time. He's just going to go in there and knock you out early.
Bueno, él, en realidad, él sí quiere tomar esas cualidades para él, para sentirse confiado, de que no soy un boxeador de su cualidad, de que no tengo la experiencia para estar con él encima del entarimado. Digo, son aspectos que él quiere darse, quiere tomárselos para él, para así sentirse un poco más animado y un poco más confiado. Pero el mensaje que le tengo es que no se confíe en esos mensajes, ya que en realidad está viviendo de ilusión y que no va a ser así y la pelea se va a llevar una sorpresa tremenda si piensa que es algo de unos minutos.
And rather long answer boiled down to Macho Camacho is deluding himself if he thinks I'm a fighter that's not of that quality. He has to do that in order to build up his confidence, and if he thinks this is a short fight, he's got a big surprise coming, as he has at the end of the fight, when the biggest surprise of all will come to Macho Camacho.
Well, Ferdy always has a way of capturing it all. Rafael Williams getting set to face Hector Macho Camacho. As you can see, Macho always tight before a bout. We'll be right back. Right now, let's go to Paul Page. Macho Camacho in his dressing room as he prepares to go up against Rafael Williams. The Macho Man, 21 years old, born in Puerto Rico, grew up in New York's Spanish Harlem. One of boxing's biggest and most exciting attractions just ahead. Back live in Corpus Christi, Texas, this is Marv Albert, and we have Hector Macho Camacho hooked up on a two-way in his dressing room as he gets set to go up against Rafael Williams. Macho, what is going through your mind right now? I know part of the personal psyche is to show the brash confidence, but as you look towards Rafael Williams, what is your greatest fear?
Well, it ain't no fear, I just got to go out there and take care of business and stay alert. I haven't been playing him cheap. I've been training for 6 weeks, and I'm ready to go. I've been out of action for a while. You know how much I love to eat.
Wow. Is Boom Boom Mancini on your mind?
Well, not at the moment. Sometimes, I have nightmares that I killed him, but he's there. He ain't going nowhere. I hope not, at least. He's the one that's going to get my second championship. Rafael Williams and many others to come, they're just going to be a tune-up, working myself up to Mancini.
All right, Macho, I know Boom Boom will certainly appreciate your thoughts.
He ain't going to like my comments, though.
We'll see Macho and Rafael Williams a little bit later on, but right now, back to Paul Page. We welcome you back to Corpus Christi, Texas. Marv Albert with the fight doctor, Ferdy Pacheco, Rafael Williams, the 21-year-old out of Panama City, Panama, the Latin American lightweight champion, record of 19-1, 12 by knockout. Considered the best prospect in Panama, has entered the ring, and now we await the appearance of the Macho Man, Hector Macho Camacho, the WBC junior lightweight champion. And today, Camacho will be moving out of the 130-pound division for the first time. So Rafael Williams, who suffered his only loss last January, dropping a tough decision to Livingstone Bramble, the WBA's #1 ranked challenger, now awaiting the entrance of Hector Camacho, and here he comes. 21-year-old Hector Camacho, born in Puerto Rico, grew up in New York's Spanish Harlem, record of 23-0, 13 by knockout. Macho not shy about his ability. He has never met a microphone he did not like, as we saw earlier. Macho time, says Hector Camacho. We'll be back with the 10-round lightweight bout in just a moment. It's been an enthusiastic crowd here throughout the day for the boxing card at the Memorial Coliseum in Corpus Christi, Texas. The first national telecast ever from Corpus Christi. Capacity crowd, 5,200 on hand, and we're set for the introductions. Here's the ring announcer, David Donaldson.
Welcome to one of the greatest sporting spectacles in the entire world. From the beautiful city of Corpus Christi, Texas. Remember, we have a third man in the ring that's going to be our famed referee, Mr. Dick Cole. Now, ladies and gentlemen, our main event in the red corner at 133 3/4 pounds with 19 wins and 1 loss with 12 knockouts from Panama City, Panama, Rafael.
Camacho has been a popular figure here all week long, as this city has responded to the boxing card here today. A look at the tail of the tape. The referee, Dick Cole, out of Dallas, Texas, scoring on the 10-point must and handled by 3 judges. Referee does not take part. There is a mandatory 8, no standing 8. The bell does not save the fighter except in the final round, and the 3 knockdown rule is in effect. This all under the auspices of the Texas Department of Labor and Standards. Macho Camacho, slick, fast, ring-wise, tremendous speed, both hand and foot speed, and has the defensive skills. The southpaw against Rafael Williams from Panama City, Panama. Williams very physically impressive.
Just said he wants to get out of here fast. He wants to shed his ring rust. He doesn't want to work out. He just wants to get out of here and get on to the next one. I just got a little pigtail in the back like a bullfighter wears called a moño. I wonder if that has anything to do with
Camacho, as you saw on the tail of the tape, facing a reach disadvantage with 6 inches.
Well, the main problem here was to see whether Rafael got ice cold with all that reception and all the charisma that flashed around the ring. And right now he's doing his usual business like bombing away.
Good combination by Camacho. For Camacho, his first fight in some 6 months, but he says no problem.
Camacho moves in so many different directions, you kind of wonder where he's coming in. He has hand speed, he has leg speed, he has body speed. And that's a hard group of attributes to get away from. Rafael is trying to use his reach and the ring, just trying to keep the distance, trying to get everything in perspective.
The referee, Dick Cole, breaking the fighters. This is round 1. It's scheduled for 10, and a minute 10 remaining in the opening round.
Remember, Rafael Williams is used to being in a lot of different cities, and he's always the opponent. That doesn't seem to bother him.
Just saw one of the effective Hector Camacho moves, very effective at the old hit and hold technique. He has really mastered that.
Camacho makes the other man look like he's in slow motion. I must say, it has not rattled Rafael. He's just going about. He's almost looks loose.
And Camacho getting in on Rafael Williams. No holding, says referee Dick Cole. On 10 seconds left, first round. We'll be back right after these words. A look from overhead here in Corpus Christi, Texas. Round 2, Macho Camacho has not shown up as a tremendous puncher thus far in his career, but has the ability to land punches that are not seen. That's where the hand speed comes in.
And they punch in bunches. When you punch with as many combinations as he does, it dizzies a fighter and gets him down. Right now, I must say that off the first round, you have to say that Rafael is not overly impressed. He's not fighting as if he were frozen, which was the problem that everybody thought he would have with the intimidation that he has suffered at the hands of Macho Camacho. Beautiful body shot by Macho Camacho. Right hand right under the ribs as Rafael came in to punch.
And we mentioned earlier that Rafael Williams has good hand speed, certainly not in the class of Camacho, but he's fast, good body puncher, good right hand. Tries to throw it over the jab.
You have to wonder why a guy as tall as he is ducks down to the level of Macho instead of using his height. He's not exactly bobbing and weaving. He throws a punch and he stays down. Look at that.
Williams goes 5'8.5", and Camacho just about 5'7". Midway point, second round. Williams says he tries to pattern himself along the lines of Eusebio Pedrosa, complete with bolo punches, although we have not seen that as of yet. We did see that in the bout against Livingstone Bramble.
If he throws a bolo punch with Macho, he's liable to hit him in the kneecaps. There's such a difference in height. He's trying to throw a right counter. He's trying to throw a right counter, which is about the only way he knows how to handle Macho right now. Macho's style is bothering him. That left-handed style, Rafael is not really adept at handling right now, and he figures the only way to do it is the natural way, come in with a right-hand counter as Macho comes in. Macho not pressuring as much as we thought he would in this early round. For all the fluster and bluster of the pre-fight publicity, he wanted it ended in the first round. There was the bolo punch.
And he got the right hand in.
It's a nice showy punch, but it's not painful.
Good combination by Williams.
That's a trip hammer that Macho's got out there when he throws it in counter. Very fast hands.
And we're final seconds. Round 2. Good round for Rafael Williams. The bell for round 3, scheduled for 10, Hector Macho Camacho. In the blue, venturing into the 135-pound weight class with an eye toward a possible 84 matchup against the WBA lightweight champ, Ray Boo Boo Mancini, and he and Ray not fond of each other, as Camacho made that point earlier. Rafael Williams, Latin American lightweight champion, in the black from Panama City. He's 19-1, 12 by knockout. Look out.
Camacho's having some trouble. Referee Dick Cole trying to talk to both fighters. Only one of them can understand him, however. Only Macho speaks English. Camacho not having this all his own way. Second round, a little tough for him. He cannot get in. He's not the aggressor. His jabs are not landing.
He has not fought since knocking out Rafael Solis in the 5th round in San Juan last November. So it's been a long layoff. Had a successful defense of his title. He won the championship by stopping Bazooka Limon in round 5 last August in San Juan, overwhelming Limon with speed and power.
Rafael seems content to try to get that right hand in. That bad blood between these two guys is showing up in the clinches. They're getting down and dirty in those clinches. Everything is happening when they're getting close to each other.
Well, they had some words at the end of the second round, and there were a couple of late hits.
Macho not certainly taking command of this. Rafael Williams is better than many others. There goes that right hand again. He's looking just land it flush.
And we're just under 1 minute left. There's a low polo throw by Williams.
That's going to be the trouble all night long. He's so little. Macho's so little. That polo comes arcing from the floor. It's got to land up close to that belt line.
Somehow, I don't think that Camacho accepted the bowing apology from Williams.
I think Williams is bound at the referee, not at the Macho.
Half minute left. Round 3. And we've seen quite a bit of holding and hitting on the part of both Camacho and Williams. All right, great.
Dennis Cole is going to have his hands full if this keeps on going like this, because it's when they get in close that the real stuff starts to fly. Macho holding and hitting behind the head.
And the apology from Camacho. Not much taking place in round 3. We'll be back with the 4th round. Look out. Fireworks between the two.
Generate. If he ain't taking no initiative, use the ring a little more. Because he's clumsy. Then you can counter real good. Underneath and on top, and bang, you got it. Beautiful. You're doing real strong. Hey, the guy fighting just like this.
Well, not much advice being given by Billy Giles and Thibodeau. Sort of a discussion like you would at a business meeting. Round 4 begins. Not much action first 3 rounds.
And Camacho coming up very active here as we open up round 4. Marv Albert with the fight doctor, Ferdy Pacheco from Corpus Christi, Texas. And the crowd would like to see some more action.
You wonder if Macho's involvement and excitement in the earlier fight with Rutgers, where he came out to work in the corner virtually for the last 3 rounds, took some edge off of him. He doesn't look like he's into this fight yet.
The crowd was really involved as Robert Pee Wee Rucker came up with an unpopular unanimous decision over veteran Willie Rodriguez, but Rucker appeared as if he wanted to quit back in the 8th round. Rucker, a stablemate of Hector Camacho, and Camacho raced out of the dressing room and into the corner between rounds to fire up Pee Wee Rucker, who then did turn things in rounds 9 and 10 and pulled it out, although that's a very close call decision.
So that if Camacho wins today, maybe the second fight he wins today.
Just over a minute gone by. Round 4.
He's certainly stepping up the pace more.
had difficulty landing with sharp blows to Rafael Williams.
Williams on the attack. Good uppercut by Williams.
And Williams showing confidence now pursuing Camacho.
Signs of this layoff showing on Camacho. He's got some ring rust there. He's certainly not sharp right now. Of course, he's got this unorthodox, very tall, genuine lightweight in front of him.
Little low once again. Camacho landing the left. He missed it first on a combination. The fast hand of Hector Camacho. But Williams right back.
Williams put his head right into Camacho's face. He's certainly not scared of Camacho. I'll say that. He's got no ice in his trunks. He is ready to rumble.
Now he was able to disregard. Oh, look out. Very low blow. Camacho looked at the referee, but no sympathy from Cole. Final seconds. Fourth round.
If you think a good...
After the bell ending round 4, late barrage, late hits by both Camacho and Williams, so the bad feelings continue. This is round 5, scoring on the 10-point must, handled by 3 judges. What do you see it, Bertie?
Well, Camacho's winning these rounds by a very slim margin. I got it 39-37, having given Rafael Williams only 1 round. However, they are close. Just when you think Macho's going to take command, back comes his
And the crowd here in Corpus Christi began the day rooting for Hector Camacho, but suddenly Rafael Williams, the underdog, carrying the support. All right, wait. Don't push on him.
He is a Latin American champion. He's got a fine record, and he's used to fighting in another guy's hometown. He told me that doesn't bother me what the crowd does. I'm used to going to somebody else's house.
This is only his 3rd bout in the United States. He saw him provide problems for Livingstone Bradley. There's a low blow indicator. And referee Dick Cole just took a point away from Rafael Williams.
That's going to go on all night. It's too early to do that because of the difference in size, and the trunks are so far off on Macho.
Oh, right hand by Williams.
Great right hand. There's Macho holding on.
Camacho having a very difficult time with Rafael Williams. We approach a minute remaining in the 5th round.
Remember, it's Rafael that's doing the chasing. It's not Macho. Macho's going back, and Rafael's coming forward. Williams giving every bit his... Oh, that was a great combination by Macho. Camacho charging, lancing jabs, followed by a good right cross.
Polo attempt by Williams. And he goes down to the uppercut. Camacho is yet to be tested, yet to be hit hard on the chin. Now, Cubanito Perez did shake him a couple of times, but Camacho has averted trouble. To this point, he was stung a moment ago by Williams. And we're heading to the end of round 5. A look at the low blow back in round 5, and it cost Rafael Williams a point.
And it was certainly marginal. Watch, it's right where that yellow band is. That's what cost him the point. And it was more sort of a take control point than anything else, because he'd been was when Camacho really got nailed with a low. He got drilled with a low blow. The referee didn't see it, so I guess it equaled out.
This is round 6. Marv Albert, Bernie Pacheco from Corpus Christi, Texas. And Hector Camacho having some difficulty with Rafael Williams. Another big day of boxing next Sunday here on NBC. Getting underway with ringside with John the Beast McCovey against Vampire Johnson, a 10-round junior middleweight fight. And then on Sports World, WBA featherweight champion Eusebio Pedrosa making his 19th straight title defense. That's a modern-day record. And he'll go against Angel Levy Mayor, the WBA's #1 ranked contender. That'll be next week. Much boxing wall-to-wall here on NBC.
Again, Williams the aggressor, although he is getting the worst of it while he's on the offense. It's Macho that's doing his fighting on the way back, but doing a brilliant job of fighting in retreat. With that point taken away, of course, the scoring gets even more distant and becomes 49-45. Macho was already winning the round. Another point.
And here is Williams landing with the right hand. And again. And a low blow thrown by Williams. Camacho trying to stay away and very concerned.
Good jabs, good stiff jabs just by Macho. Camacho just raised the foot of him.
Oh, what an exchange. And Camacho getting tattooed by Williams.
That right hand lead has been trying all night, is now getting there. It doesn't blow the cool of Macho Camacho, who keeps going back and popping that jab in the face of Williams, who just wants to rumble. Williams chasing. Macho not stopping to have it out with him, and when he does, Williams got the better of it.
A very solid performance in round 6 for Rafael Williams.
I'll tell you what it is. Rafael, he had no respect for Macho.
Involved in the fight of his life against Rafael Williams. Camacho has been tagged several times in his round 7.
It is certainly not what Macho Camacho envisioned when he came trooping in here to the loud cheers of over 5,000 people. He thought he was going to have himself a play day.
decisions, kept right at it. Now, Cole did step in, but he stepped in right here because he felt that Camacho was holding and hitting. And then he let them resume. And here's Camacho right back at Williams. And this is where Cole decided to step in all over. That's it. So Hector Camacho continues his unbeaten record. He's now 24-0 for the official decision. Let's go to the ring. Well, apparently they are not ready for the announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen.
All right, here it is. We'll be back right after these words.
Referee stops the fight. Our winner, Hector Macho Camacho. Hector Macho Camacho.
So Hector Macho Camacho stopping Rafael Williams in round 7. And Tony will talk with the Macho Man in just a moment. Back in Corpus Christi, Texas, Marv Albert with the fight doctor, Ferdy Pacheco. Moments ago, Hector Camacho stopped Rafael Williams in round 7. So Macho time came a little bit late as Hector made it 23-0. Make it 24-0. 14 by knockout. For Williams, his second defeat. He is now 19-2. Let's go to the ring. Here's Ferdy.
Was that ring rust we saw falling all over the ring there first 6 rounds?
Well, yes, they had a little to do with it, but ain't no excuse. And I this is the first time I ever stood out 4.5 months. And I expected this kind of fight, but then I also knew it was going to stop in the later round or so.
Were the bolo punches a surprise? Did they hurt you?
No, because I stood there just a little too long. And it wasn't hurt. I caught some with the elbow and some landed in the cup, but I'm satisfied with my performance.
Were you satisfied with the stoppage of the fight? Did you feel that was right?
Well, maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. I got a job to do, he got a job to do, and the ref got a job to do. And whichever way we're going to go, I'm sure that would have been satisfied with the decision. Like I said, this is all just working myself onto the lightweight.
All right, working yourself on to the lightweights means Boom Boom Mancini. How far away are you in preparing for that?
I know Mancini got some business to take care of with Bramble. After that, he probably got 1 or 2 more. If I could be after Bramble, it would be just right, because I don't have 2 or 3 more fights before fighting him.
This is the first time I've ever seen you fight where the crowd is hostile. There's a mass of people out here screaming obscenities and throwing paper cups.
Well,
how does that affect you?
The same thing happened to Mancini with Chacon, and you know what happened. The referee needed to stop it just like this one. Eventually, he was going to go out, maybe get hurt.
In the interest of your health and my health, I just got pummeled by a paper cup on the knee here, a low blow from the audience. I'm going to turn it back to Marv Albert, where it's much safer at ringside.
So getting their money worth, that's all.
All right, back to Marv Albert at ringside.
All right, Ferdy, I thought you were the target, actually, not Macho. So Macho Camacho was hearing it from the fans because they did not feel the fight should have been stopped at that point. From Corpus Christi, this is Marv Albert. Now we return you to our studios in New York. Ben Berman will take a look at the end of the New York Islander dynasty.
Okay, thank you, Marvin. Of course, in a moment, we'll go back to Corpus Christi, and Marv and Ferdy will wrap up the fight. But now that the Islanders will...
In Corpus Christi, Hector Camacho had a rough time. Did stop Rafael Williams at 2:21 of round 7. And Ferdy and I will be back in a moment to take another look at what proved to be the final round of the bout. In Corpus Christi, Texas. Let's take a look at that 7th and what proved to be final round as the WBC Junior Lightweight champ Hector Camacho could get to Rafael Williams after having all kinds of problems.
And here you can see the frustration just released by Macho Camacho in his flurry of punches. He'd been having a hard time. He couldn't quite get to Rafael Williams. He got to him with that 1 punch. But look at the way Williams covers up. Count the number of punches that actually land flush. And here comes Williams back. You see, as long as the guy fights back, now that's a referee warning him that he's holding him behind the head and holding his arm.
And here is the combination again thrown by Camacho. Referee Dick Cole now getting set, checking it out very closely. And I thought Camacho, very honest in his post-fight statement, saying yes, it was ring rust, and certainly not an impressive showing for Camacho.
This finish in particular was not a Camacho finish. Camacho's usually so clean and crisp when he has a guy in trouble. He even looked like he got tired toward the end there. Rafael Williams, always dangerous, trying to collect himself, trying to get that one right hand in, which he had been getting in all night long. So, still competitive, still waiting for his head to clear. He's a good cagey veteran. I must say he comported himself very well. There was a good shot.
Punching right, that shook up Williams. And that's where the referee Cole called it. And as you can hear, the crowd also on the replay did not like it.
Well, I have to be in agreement with him. I thought that was a little premature. He just wasn't in that bad a shape, and the crowd reacted in a similar fashion.
All right, so Hector Camacho continuing his unbeaten record. Right now, let's get back to Len Berman in New York.